So please get behind me. Give me the opportunities if you have them. If you want to collaborate, once you know with certainty as I do, the plethora of people that have returned are who I say they are because of the revelations I've had. We'll be ready to work together. There will not be a more polarizing figure ever in this digital age than me. You will not find someone more controversial ever than me. How many times I get thrown in prison in my last life was Joseph Smith? That's the last life I know about that I know for certain that was my life. That was my life, actually. Actually. Go check my record. If you don't believe it, that's fine. I'm just saying. At least, 30 or 40 times? I don't remember, man. I really don't remember a lot of stuff from that life. I can focus my life on a few of the events, and then I can kind of feel the energy of them. I can kind of feel a spirit memory of some of those things, but I don't really like to review that life, because everyone wanted to put me in prison. I'd make big claims and say, hey, yep, this is true. And everyone would go crazy. No, we hate you. You're a liar. We're going to put you in prison. We're going to put you in prison on false charges, which were the kind of charges they had most of the time. And I got out most of the time because they're bubkiss, man. They're garbage. So, I'm just saying, if you think I'm some kind of con man, you need to get revelation. Get that revelation in your heart or your mind to know who was who. If you know that I am who I say I was, then you should get behind me. God's already given me a plug. When I was on the earth at the same time as the Master, the Creator, Jesus Christ. If He's plugged me and spoken of the greatness that followed me in that life, then why will you not listen? Why will you not own God's truth? Why will you not put me to work? Put me to work. Hollywood, put me to work. If you're a rich guy, you need someone to lead something, put me to work. Please do so. Me being at a slave job for the rest of my life is going to get me nowhere. It will get this planet nowhere. That's why I call upon you to actually do something. If you have ill intentions toward me because you hate God's truth, guess what? You can't change God's truth. You doing something to me is not going to change God's truth. I'm just letting you know, because the forecast is there's always nut jobs that want to kill me. That's just what happens, man. When I was Abraham, it happened. John the Baptist, they were successful. Joseph Smith, they were successful. Elijah the prophet was one of my lives. I know that with perfect certainty. Just as I know that Harrison Ford was Moses. That's a fact. The spirit that's in Harrison Ford's body was also embodied as Moses. Period. If you don't believe it, that's fine. Ask God to know it, because I have. Anyways, that's the news of our day. I'd like to say it's good news, but for a lot of you it's not, because you probably have a crappy job, or a job you don't want to come to, or things you don't want to deal with, because no one will change the culture of this planet. No one wants to get together and fix it. I have the formula to fix it. I declare it. I'll tell you more about it if you're interested. I just don't want you to rip me off, because you're going to see there's a lot of money to be made within it. But I do things the right way. I let people keep me in check. You should do the same. If you want to lead, you need to let me keep you in check. Otherwise, I'll be the leader. Thank you very much. Sound good? I think it's fair. Anyways, that's my admonition. And that is my request to you to take action and get me in power. Let my money farm be big enough to fix this place. And after it's all said and done, you will have had stock in that process. Even if it's just to get me started with a smaller business than the bigger business I want to have. The bigger business I want to have is going to probably take about $500,000 to $1 million to get it started. That's the business that will fix the planet. A smaller business could be built up into something like that, and I'll start a smaller business between $3,000 to $6,000 once I have that kind of money saved up, which I don't right now. Struggling with the slave jobs, man. I like to correct people, and it comes at a cost. People don't want to adjust. I'm telling you, a lot of people do not want to adjust. They don't want you or me to tell them how to do things the right way. Tell them how to do things in a way that would be helpful to me and you. that would be healthy to me and you. So it comes at a cost. I get fired from a lot of my stuff, a lot of my job, not for being late, not for stupid stuff. It's because the supervisor didn't like me. Didn't like that I could do things better than she could, and I knew it. But this is the predicament and the trap I've been placed in as I have incarnated. And of course I blame God for saying, why did you want me to incarnate to this place when indeed it's so screwed up and you're not offering any kind of economy, any kind of divine sent money and funds to fix this planet? I have to get it from these people. A lot of these people are kind of locked in that ape system where they want to be the dominant mind and they want to invoke their truth, which is not necessarily going to stand the test of time, on all of their neighbors. So let's get together, let's collaborate, let's do something to fix this place. This place is terrible at the moment when it does not equate for the reality of spirit progress. It's time for you to get on that boat because you need to own it in full if you want to graduate from this matrix of spirit development. Because there's no other way for you to graduate unless you own God's truth in full. So that you can say, as Jesus did, that I am the way, the truth, and the life. Because you will not be the truth if you are not loyal to the truth that's been entrusted to you. You can show your loyalty to it by acting on it, by teaching it, by owning it and owning it the right way. I don't seem very pleasant to be around at the moment, and this is just my antagonizing voice to get you to act and do something. Fix this place. When you get to know me, you realize I'm a really easygoing guy. And that's all that I want to do. Think about it. Take action.